Hello everyone, and welcome to week 5 of WordPress and module 12 of the course. This week we're going to learn about WordPress web pages, the differences between pages and posts, categories and tags, and the admin bar. As always, I'm going to do a general overview of the reading and your assigned tasks so you know what you're doing. The first several pages of the reading do a deep dive into WordPress pages, what they are, how they differ from posts, which we learned about last week, and also when it's best to use pages and best to use posts. I just want you to note that pages can be found on the sidebar, and they have this pages icon, and posts has the thumbtack icon. And the only task you'll need to complete in this section on page 122 is making sure the differences in pages and posts are clear to you. Skip over task 2 completely, which asks about legal pages for your website because you don't have to worry about that. But you are free to do task 3, which asks you to sketch out a website structure using pages and posts. You can use the example of a vacuum shop that the textbook gives you, or you can sketch out a structure for your existing website. The next section of the book goes into categories and tags. You'll read about what they are and some good guidelines for using them. When you're ready to add some, you'll do so through posts. You can either hover over the icon and click on categories or tags, or you can click on posts and the sidebar will show you the categories and tags links. Starting with categories, the textbook will give you steps to quick edit, so you can change a category name. You'll notice it also changes the slug when you change the category. The book explains how to add categories by typing a name and clicking Add Category, and also how to create hierarchies with the parent category. So say I create a category Animals, Add Category. Then I can add a category like Cats and make the parent category Animals. With tags, for the most part, you'll add them when you're creating your posts, but you can add them here as well. And it's the same process as creating a category, just name it and click Add Tag. The tasks for this section are just to create some categories and tags for your website, but there is an additional task on the next page where it has you notice the differences in the page editor versus the post editor, and you definitely want to take a look at that. The next section of the textbook is all about plugins, and if you're using a free plan, you've probably already noticed that you aren't able to access plugins. So we're going to skip over this section. You don't have to do any of the tasks, but you're welcome to still read through these pages. It'll be a helpful basis to have if you take the more intermediate WordPress course in a later section. And after plugins, the textbook briefly goes over the homepage of your website and how to make it static. To do so, you'll want to create a page that will act as your homepage and then go into Settings, click Reading, click a static page, and then select which of your pages you want to make your homepage. The final section is about the admin bar on your dashboard. Now with a free plan, your admin bar is going to look different than a textbook, but it's all of this stuff at the top. You'll want to mouse over and click on everything to see what it does. And that'll be it for this week. Be sure to go over everything in your assignment sheets and email me if you have any questions.